Hey everyone, and welcome to my playthrough of the first Mega Man game. I want to go through the whole series. We're going to go through the Legacy Collection, and then after that we're going to do the Game Boy games, and then Legacy Collection 2 with Mega Man and Bass right in the middle of Legacy Collection 2 between 8 and 9, because that's where it goes on the timeline. This is a series that's very important to me. I've grown up playing Mega Man pretty much my whole life. I grew up on pirated Mega Man 2, but now I'm playing it officially, and I'm really excited. So let's go. I don't really know what the tone of this playthrough is gonna be so far. I don't really have a plan. I might get into lore stuff. I might get into personal anecdotes, though probably not, because I don't have a whole lot of those, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna play some Mega Man, and we'll have a good time. That's very loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn that down. I don't know why the menu here is glitched. It looks real weird. That's still very loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn that down more. Okay. And okay, so turning it down in the recording doesn't do anything. Anyway, I'm kind of figuring this out as I go along, so you can ignore these little rambling moments. Most people are going to tell you to start with Cutman. And Cutman is a good easy choice. I have nothing against the Cutman route, but I like to start against Bomb Man for reasons you will see in the coming levels. So Bomb Man, for those who don't know, all these robots... Okay, where do we start with the story stuff? Basically, the story of this game is that there were two scientists named Dr. Light and Dr. Wily, and together they built a series of robots called the Robot Masters. And the Robot Masters are Rock, Mega Man, our guy. He is named both. It's kind of like a superhero situation. Like Spider-Man and Peter Parker are the same dude. Spoilers if you haven't read anything about Spider-Man in your life. So the Robot Masters are Rock or Mega Man. Mega Man's sister, Roll. Rock is a lab assistant turned superhero. Roll is a housekeeping robot. I don't remember the order, because each Robot Master has serial numbers, so I'm just going to say them in the order they come to mind. There is Bomb Man, of course. He is a demolitions robot. There is Guts Man, a construction civil engineer robot. Cut Man, who is a deforestation robot. Ow, ow. Sniper Joes in this first one are so annoying. We did Bomb, Guts, Cut. There's Iceman, who is an Arctic surveillance robot. Electman, who runs a power plant. Who am I forgetting? Fireman, who runs a waste disposal plant. And everything was great, but Wily got jealous, because the company is called Light Labs. Light was getting all the press, so he went a little crazy, and as one does, you know, completely... Oh, no. Whoopsie. Completely normal response to this, that everyone, I'm sure, has thought of doing at one point. He takes 6 of the Robot Masters and turns them against humanity and tries to take over the world to show how cool he is. And that's where Mega Man comes in, because, like I said, Mega Man was originally a lab assistant. So, he volunteered. He asked Dr. Light to weaponize him so that he could fight and stop his brothers and take down Wily, because the Robot Masters in this first game are unparalleled. There is, like, the police and the military stood no chance. So now it's up to Mega Man to take out the robots, the Robot Masters. And that's a basic story of this first Mega Man game. Kind of a lot of story for... Did I get hurt? I did. Kind of a lot of story for an NES game from 1987, which I really like. Like they were thinking about that stuff day one. Ah. So, yeah, and there's Bomb Man taken care of. In Japanese, he's actually called Bomberman, but they had to change that in the West for obvious reasons, if you're familiar with classic game catalog. This is in 4.3 and a little bit ugly, so I'm gonna see... Oh, they changed the filter, so it actually looks kind of good now. Okay. I'm gonna use the CRT filter, and if I get comments saying it sucks, I'll switch back, but I don't like the jaggy pixels. They look a little ugly to me. So, one important thing about this game, and kind of its whole identity, is that absolute basics for someone who has never even heard of Mega Man. When you defeat a boss, you get their power. So I can now shoot bombs, and they wait for a second and then they go off. And in conjunction with that mechanic, each boss is weak to another boss's power. And so Gutsman here, he deals with rocks and stuff, so he's weak to bombs. Oh, this is dangerous. Nope, okay. Whoopsies. And so the order that you face the Robot Masters is actually very, very important, and is where the appeal of Mega Man comes in, and is how it gets its replay value. So, yeah. I gotta kind of be quiet here for this part, because it's pretty tough without a certain item that we'll be getting later on in the game. Oh. That's the other appeal of Mega Man. It's very hard. Usually, I don't have much trouble with this section, but also usually I'm not talking through it, so... Yeah, take 3, I'm gonna be a little quiet. We're gonna see if that helps at all. And you can just enjoy the music. There we go. I've played these games so many times, so you're gonna see me, especially these first 6, so you're gonna see me predicting enemies before they show up a lot. So, that's why I know where certain enemies are beforehand, because I just literally know. God, even though I know, it's still so hard to dodge those pickaxes from the Pickle Man. I love that guy's name. The dude who throws the pickaxes, that's Pickle Man. Despite having despite having man in the name, and all the Robot Masters having man in the name other than Roll, Pickle Man is not a Robot Master, you'd think, but no. It's just a Metar on a body, and a Metar are those enemies we saw. This guy, the little hard hat dudes. A Metar is a hard hat dude. Metars are kind of the unofficial mascot of the original Mega Man series. And I can see why. They're very cute, but they're also very annoying in this first game. I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, that doesn't reach. Oh, maybe. Yeah, baby! Oh, we got him. I love the sound effects in this first Mega Man game. They're so nostalgic to me. I might honestly get through this first game in one, at least in one sitting, maybe not in one video. We'll see. But this is not a long game by any means. It's like 2 hours if you're doing well, like 3 hours tops. It is a super short game. But that's also kind of what I love about Mega Man and games in general. I love short games that you can play over and over again. I'm not the kind of person who can dump 80 hours into an RPG. I mean, I say that, but I do have almost 80 hours on my file in Dragon Quest XI, but that is very much the exception to the rule. Normally, I tend to gravitate more toward Mega Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, Metroid, the types of games that aren't super long and that you can, that you can knock out in just a few hours, but you can play them over and over again. That's where I get my joy. Poisonally. So I've not talked about Cutman at all. Cutman is probably my favorite of these first Robot Masters. There's not a whole lot of personality shown off in this particular game, just because of the limitations of the NES. But supplementary media like manga and comics, as well as later the later remake of this game, Mega Man Powered Up, would show Cutman to be a very silly kind of character. He is just here for a good time, and he loves bad puns, and I love him. Cutman is just the best. He's adorable. Oh, here's one of my favorite parts. There's actually a little glitch in this game. So you see how that that ladder down there, it goes off screen, and there's no ceiling up here above where that ladder is. Check it out. Check it out. Ow. Check it out. Boom. I teleported. I love that. It's so, like, it's so small but so silly, and also genuinely useful in avoiding that guy. Ooh. Big eyes are scary. I mean, you can kill them at this point, but it's very hard. And they are always right at the end of the level. I don't know if there is a level where there's not a big eye right at the end, right before the boss. So, Cutman is weak to Gutsman's power, because what Gutsman's power can do is you can, pick up rocks. And there's no elemental weakness there. It's just a little rock, paper, scissors reference, and I love that. Ow. I might actually die to Cutman. I don't think I've ever died to Cutman in my life. And I just did. I almost didn't. I almost got him. Game over. Okay. Okay. I see what you're trying to do to me. I think I'm just gonna, whenever I get a game over, I'll just shut my trap and speed through in the editing. So, see you guys when I beat Cutman again. And we're back. Okay. Little close there. A little closer than I was, than I'm a little what am I trying to say? A little close for comfort there, but that's just the way it goes. Sometimes recorders curse. I've seen plenty of people who are normally great at certain games, and as soon as they have a recorder on them, they just can't do anything. So, this is probably the least favorite of many people in this game, just because if you're at all familiar with Mega Man in general, you'll know Mega Man X and Zero and ZX, they all let you wall jump. No such mechanic in classic Mega Man as it is known. So, having a level focused entirely on vertical movement is ill-advised. I think I dislike Iceman's stage just a little more, just because this game is already kind of slippery. But I can definitely see the argument for people not liking Elecman's stage so much. These guys are really kicking my butt. It also is our introduction to Yoku blocks. These are the bane of every Mega Man fan's existence. Ask any Mega Man fan what their least favorite part of the series is, and like ask 10 Mega Man fans, and 9 of them will tell you Yoku blocks or disappearing blocks or whatever they call them. I think they're fine, personally. I actually kind of like them. If they're done right, you know, they can be a fun platforming challenge, done well, but it is super easy to have just a really annoying Yoku block segment, as we will see with Iceman's stage later on. But in this game in particular, there is a remedy for that we will be seeing shortly. How shortly? I don't remember offhand, but shortly. God, I cannot handle these guys today. I am normally getting through... Ah, ha, 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 here it is. So, this is why I beat Bomb Man first, because Bomb Man allowed me to beat Guts Man, and beating Guts Man allowed me to get rid of these blocks. If I had gone straight from Cut Man to Elect Man with nothing before that, I would have to retread. But what that is, my friends, is, let me take care of these, that is the Magnet Beam. And what the Magnet Beam does is it allows you to create platforms. So platforming is no longer an issue in this platformer, which is very funny to me. Another reason I can't bring myself to hate this level is because it might have my favorite song in this game. I'm a little bit hot and cold on this game's soundtrack. Mega Man is known for its soundtracks, but this first game in particular, it's not my favorite. It's probably mid-tier in terms of the music. But this track is really good. If you've ever heard the Game Boy version from Dr. Wily's Revenge, then you know how good this track can be. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm gonna respawn you. Come on, do a big jump. You jerk. You... How far back am I? This far? That's not too bad. I'm not going for a perfect run here. I'm not gonna get too upset when I die. Oh, this is actually pretty bad. This sucks, actually. Yeah, now we're cooking. If you're wondering why I'm switching to Cutman's weapon every time I want to take out these guys, it's because the Gabuals is what those are. They are immune to the Mega Buster, your default weapon. If you shoot them with the Mega Buster, they just stop. They don't die. They don't explode. And they're very annoying. So you want them to explode. climbing is so slow in this game. I'm so glad they sped it up in later games. That dude just jumped right off the side of this. What is this, anyway? I've seen headcanons that it's like a network tower, like it's a TV tower. Elecman has taken over the radio waves, and I think that's what they did with it in the Archie comic. But in game, I don't think it's ever. I don't know that the manual ever says anything about it. God, I am having real rough luck with the big eyes. But I don't know. I haven't actually read the manual in forever. I never owned this game physically. It was before my time in terms of the original NES 1987 release date. So I never had a chance to read the manual. But I think the manual is actually in this game, so I could check between recordings. How long have we been going? 20 minutes? About? Ow. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. I don't remember what button I have on, pause. Okay, right bumper. So, and that's important because I would like to show you all probably the most iconic glitch in Mega Man history, which is genuinely extremely useful. So, as you might have seen, when the rolling cutter hits an enemy, it doesn't disappear. It goes through the enemy. And in that, the hitbox doesn't disappear either. So if you just pause the game over and over again while it's overlapping an enemy, melts away their health bar. It is insane. And that doesn't just go for the rolling cutter, it goes for Ice Slasher, Iceman's weapon. I forgot what Elecman's weapon is called, but the Thunder Beam, I think it is literally called Thunder Beam, goes for rolling cutter, Ice Slasher, Thunder Beam, and Firestorm. Basically anything that just goes through enemies. So more than half the weapons in this game. And here we are. I don't love this level, but I love the setting of this level. I love the idea of a frozen-over tropical resort. I think that's really, really unique and charming. Yeah, some of the level themes in this are a little boring, like Bomb Man and Cut Man are both just city levels, but some are pretty great. I love this. I love the whatever Fireman's level is. I think it's supposed to be like a geotherm, like heat energy plant. But whatever it is, it's cool and his theme rocks. Ow. I'm actually not going to use the magnet beam for this screen in particular because I like to save my ammo on it. So we might be here a while. If it goes too long, I will start fast forwarding now. But just in case I don't need to fast forward, I will continue talking. Okay, never mind. No fast forward needed. I'm not going to use it just yet, either. I forgot about the Gaviol down here. Shoot! Yeah, baby! I am going to equip it. If you know this game, you know exactly what I'm saving my magnet beam ammo for. So, these things, these little platform guys that shoot out to the side every couple seconds, their movements are entirely random. I hate them with a passion. They are my least favorite part of Mega Man. Most people will say the Yoku blocks. No. These things are way worse. Because there's no pattern to them. A Yoku block is at least consistent. But there is no pattern to the platform, guys. So there's no way to just memorize and get through. Later! I love doing that. I love doing that. I may stop once we beat the Robot Masters, because I don't want this whole recording to be like... I mean, the recording can be an hour long, but I don't want this video to be an hour or so long. So I think we'll do the Robot Masters in one video, and the Wily stages in another. Because that's the formula with Mega Man games, is you fight the Robot Masters, you do all... Usually it's all 8. Mega Man 2 and onwards set the precedent that it's 8 Robot Masters. So, you fight the 8 Robot Masters, then you go take on Wily's castle, or his fortress, or his tower, whatever he decides he wants to inhabit today. Ow. And I am going to shut up now, because this music is great, and I want you all to have a chance to listen to it. I'm not going to fast forward, but I am going to just be quiet for a sec. Yeah, I was talking about how Elecman's theme is my favorite in this game. I completely spaced on this song, because this song is genuinely fantastic. I think this is a great song. Aww. Yeah, that's a cool thing you can do with Ice Slasher, is you can... Ow. You can freeze the vertical fire beams. And you get a really nice color palette. I like Mega Man in blue and white. Ow. This little hole here is so interesting to me, because Mega Man... This is so, like, stupid and unimportant. Mega Man 1 has had 2 remakes. It has had a remake on the Sega Genesis in Mega Man The Wily Wars. And it has had a remake on the PSP in Mega Man Powered Up. And they both do opposite things with that hole. So in Wily Wars, they cut out the part on the lower screen that makes it so that you can stand in the hole, so you can just fall through. And in Powered Up, in the old style mode, where it's the original, mostly the original level designs, they just fill in the hole, so there's no hole there. And it's such a small detail. No one in the world cares about it as much as I do. I just think it's really interesting how these 2 remakes tackled the same little weird bit of level design. And stop you in your tracks so I can not jump over you, never mind. I'm not as good at this game as I think sometimes. Ow. That's okay. That is a-okay. 1, we have a chance to get some health back in here. Nope. Come on. Nope. And nope. Oh, there's one more. Nope. But I'm also not sad about it because, like I said, we can use the pause glitch with Ice Slasher. So, even if I die, we won't be wasting much ammo. Some say there's a special rhythm you gotta use, but I honestly just mash the button as fast as I can, and that works out fine for me. And I have no shame in using the pause glitch, because everyone knows about the pause glitch. It's basically a part of the game at this point. Like, it's basically a mechanic. So, with that, 30 minutes. We have defeated the 6 robot masters, the scourges of Mega City. And next time, we will be facing off against the evil Dr. Wily. See you around.